HDR display.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to join the Asus 2021 Create the Uncreated launch event. Modern times have definitely shown the power of ideas. From expanding PC technologies to elevating PC capabilities for creative work, innovation has moved us ahead. As a top technology leader, Asus champions this evolution. We use our expertise in developing innovations to empower users. With Asus design thinking, we aspire to create user-centric solutions that improve lives and shape the future of creativity. At our core, we are innovators who take pride in bringing our best ideas to life. So, today's lineup delivers incredible experiences for creators, by creators. The new PCs, motherboard, monitor, projector, and accessories we are introducing today turn imagination into reality. The creative possibilities are beyond imagination. And top-notch graphics are one of the key elements that make these possibilities real. To tell us more, let's welcome Vice President of NVIDIA, Jason Paul. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Samson. NVIDIA is excited to be partnering with Asus to develop powerful laptops for artists. Our mission is to help creators build the metaverse of tomorrow, whether it is immersive games, interactive worlds, or digital twins. To achieve this, NVIDIA is developing not only the GPUs that render amazing 3D, but also software that empowers artists to create and connect virtual worlds. NVIDIA Omniverse is our platform for 3D content creation and collaboration. Inside Omniverse, artists can seamlessly connect 3D assets from over 20 applications, such as Autodesk Maya or Unreal Engine. Then add in AI and physics effects, render in real time with RTX, and even collaborate on these scenes with other creators. And this can all be done from anywhere in the world, running on powerful, thin and light Asus laptops that are purpose-built for content creation. These laptops are accelerated by dedicated ray tracing and AI cores on NVIDIA RTX GPUs, so that the laptop waits on the artist, rather than the artist waiting on the laptop. With NVIDIA Max-Q, AI power and thermal management delivers this performance while the laptop stays cool and quiet. And the NVIDIA Studio ecosystem of extensively tested drivers and over 200 GPU-accelerated creative apps means the laptop and apps just work. The world of content creation is rapidly moving to 3D, and together, NVIDIA and Asus are building the hardware and software that will enable artists to create metaverses beyond our imagination.
Thank you, Jason and NVIDIA. I am so excited to share the abundance of incredible solutions we have for all creators. Are you ready? Let's go!
Creativity is deeply rooted in Asus's DNA. To solve problems, to refine aesthetics, to break through, and to dare and create something new. even if it means to disrupt what we already have. ProArt is designed for creatives from different industries. Pro and Art represent creators' two most important qualities, being professional in problem solving and pushing the envelope in exquisite artistry. The two collide to inspire great ideas that revolutionize our everyday lives. With the huge changes that continue to happen around the world, Asus ProArt celebrates these behind-the-scenes professionals with more options to build your creative studios wherever you are. With powerful workstations, with truer-than-life high-quality displays, with peripherals and software to help perfect every last detail. The versatile and integrated experience will help make your workflow more efficient and more effective. To see further into the future of creativity, we started a collaboration with a group of young creators. Not just from their final work, but throughout the entire process, we learned how new ways to communicate and collaborate might shape the next normal, and how we might build even more and better solutions that will adapt to any change that might come our way.
Art Center College of Design has been around since 1930. We have a great reputation. We have high standards. Everyone knows it's about coming here to be excellent at making things and designing things.
Asus ProArt and Art Center are two distinct identities, very unique. Having a partnership like this is invaluable to the students.
The students were asked to look at their ProArt line and develop new products and services that utilize their displays, their laptops, basically their computer peripherals for the ProArt line.
We had over 8 majors involved in the classroom mix, so that creates a lot of conflict, but it also creates a lot of opportunity to come up with ideas that maybe some have not come up with before.
What's very exciting about this partnership is the chance to create a dialogue between generations of creators. Young creators are, in many senses of the word, unpolluted. They're not restricted by rules like budgets, time to market, and so on and so forth. These qualities allow them to come out with very sensible, yet very out-of-the-box projects and proposals that are very inspiring and innovative.
The students came up with a range of ideas from products to services. So some of them were very small, as let's fix the way you interact with your mouse, all the way up to let's create an entire environment where we control the walls, the desks, the foyer, all to manage the optimism of the future of creative workflow.
All our students were working remotely in different parts of the world. And I think they really learned a lot from that, because you can see all the tools that were utilized to make that happen.
At first, we were kind of worried that the experience might be compromised. But the faculty and students came up with a virtual pinup wall. So in many, many ways, the layers of the outcome became richer and more inspiring.
Asus ProArt was a joy to work with. They were just nurturing and encouraging of the faculty and the students, but were very much hands-off and let the students explore.
I think students bring the future to products like this. They're on the cutting edge of culture and fashion and technology. So what they bring is a future vision that maybe we can't always see in front of us.
Especially now, creativity is your superpower. It does not stop. It only gets better. Together, we'll continue to make progress and to inspire even more great ideas.
Our ProArt lineup delivers customization, optimization, and freedom of choice to all kinds of creatives. To make this open platform approach competitive, we leverage our decades of industry experience, and we constantly talk to professionals to make sure our products fit precisely into real workflows. Currently, we're focused on expanding our lineup, catering to creatives at every stage of their careers, from beginners who need intuitive, integrated systems, to seasoned professionals who demand fine control over their experience. We are constantly filling gaps and expanding along this arc. And today, I'm going to show you 4 new products that embody our open platform and creative-centric approach. First is the ProArt Station PD5, a desktop that fits our vision of what a pre-built system should offer creatives: stability, intuitive design, and the ability to easily upgrade. This allows the product to scale from an entry-level machine to a prosumer workstation with ease. The first step was making it a full-sized ATX tower. This allows off-the-shelf parts to be swapped in or added later on demand. It also encourages airflow, providing more space for components to breathe and efficiently exhausting hot air from the machine. Then we made it easy access with a side panel that comes off with just 2 screws, unobstructed RAM and M.2 slots, and a bay of toolless hard drive trays that can accommodate up to 6 terabytes of storage. Specs are flexible as well. The PD5 will come with both entry-level and prosumer configurations, boasting an Intel i9-11900 CPU at the top end, which can be paired with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070 or NVIDIA RTX A2000 for huge horsepower. Memory capacities will scale up to 128 gigabytes of RAM. Next, we added some intuitive touches so the desktop really flows with creative processes. Most will put this under a desk, so we've conveniently placed the I/O on top of the chassis, making it easy to reach down and plug in an external card. The power button is conveniently located right next to the I/O ports, and we've cleverly designed it as a 2-stage switch to prevent accidents. There are also 2 LumiWiz smart LED light bars running down the front of the chassis that display system usage in real time, a handy method to check whether or not your render is finished. A carrying handle is built in, and we're making available a wheel set and cable keepers as optional accessories to support modular workspaces. Flexibility and design are important, but stability is an absolutely critical part of every workflow. You wouldn't want to lose progress on your capstone project or have a render fail right before a deadline. To provide the most stable, creative platform we can, Asus undertakes independent software vendor certification processes to ensure that the PD5 works as expected with popular software applications like the Adobe Suite and Autodesk software. We're absolutely excited to be crushing the barrier to entry into our ProArt lineup with this extremely dynamic desktop. You can expect it on shelves later this year. As creatives move up in their careers, custom hardware is required to fuel the most efficient workflows. For these pros, we've designed the ProArt X570 Creator Wi-Fi motherboard to deftly handle multi-threaded workloads. Tapping into our vast experience in the category allows us to make the most of what the chipset has to offer, which means taking full advantage of the high core count CPUs at the top end of AMD's mainstream stack. Hosting one of these premium CPUs, like the 16-core Ryzen 9 5950X, requires a voltage regulator module, or VRM, that can not only supply the chip with a sizable amount of stable power, but can also adapt quickly to drastic load changes. To achieve this, the ProArt X570 features a 14+2 power stage configuration that can guide high core count CPUs through demanding creative tasks with ease. High-end workstations that include the ProArt X570 need to run reliably 24/7. The thermal design of the motherboard supports this scenario, with sizable VRM heatsinks and a PCH heatsink that utilizes the space in between the PCIe slots, allowing the board to be completely passively cooled, helping to keep noise levels low no matter what you do. Similar to what you'd expect from server-grade motherboards, we validate ProArt X570 boards by subjecting them to stress tests in ambient temperatures of up to 45 degrees Celsius and 80% humidity, ensuring system stability even in challenging environments. Let's talk about I/O. Creative workflows rely on ports for peripherals like keyboards and tablets, for high-speed external storage, and for networking. The X570 Creator Wi-Fi has you covered with a comprehensive array of powerful I/O, including Thunderbolt 4, 10G and 2.5G Ethernet, plenty of high-speed USB ports, and Wi-Fi 6E. It also features 3 PCIe 4.0 M.2 slots for adding plenty of fast storage. So, for creative professionals who need a solid foundation to start building out their workflow, the ProArt X570 Creator Wi-Fi is the perfect place to start. Aside from computational power, digital art requires a window through which all of those ones and zeros can be perceived. Of course, I'm talking about monitors. There's a significant shift happening in the top-end market. Features and capabilities that were once only attainable by large video production studios are now trickling down into the prosumer space. And this is opening doors for emerging creative forces like indie film studios and content creators on social platforms who are delivering more and more incredible 4K HDR content. We've already brought some industry-leading mini LED displays to market. Today, in the spirit of choice, we're expanding our OLED lineup with the new ProArt Display OLED PA32DC. This model is the product of direct feedback from pros. They wanted a large OLED display with incredible color accuracy, huge gamut coverage, and a flexible design suited for the studio as well as on-set monitoring. This is exactly what the PA32DC delivers. At 31.5 inches, it's much more comfortable on a desk than a TV. The panel features a 4K UHD resolution with pure RGB OLED pixels, true 10-bit color, up to 99% coverage of DCI P3, and up to 80% coverage of Rec 2020. When it comes to HDR, the PA32DC meets VESA Display HDR 400 True Black specification and outshines OLED televisions by achieving full screen luminance of 250 nits indefinitely, peaking well above 400 nits. And it doesn't stop there. The PA32DC is designed as a professional reference monitor, so we run full factory calibrations to achieve an out-of-the-box delta E of less than 1 in sRGB and Adobe RGB, and a delta E of less than 2 in DCI P3. To help maintain color accuracy, a built-in colorimeter can be scheduled to check and alert users of any color shifts, and can also be used for calibration with our free ProArt software, which can handle both SDR and HDR calibration. The industrial design of the PA32DC makes it easy to use on set, with a built-in carrying handle, optional feet for quick, stable placements, a hood, and convenient cable management. For video pros in need of an OLED reference monitor, the PA32DC is an extremely accurate and flexible option, in the studio or on set. We just looked at 3 products geared towards creation, but evaluation is another part of the professional workflow we're addressing today. The critical baseline for evaluation in this context is, of course, color accuracy. If the colors your client sees don't match the colors on your screen, they won't be able to fully appreciate the work. That's where the ProArt Projector A1 comes into play. The story revolves around its 3,000 lumen LED light source. Compared to lamp projectors, LED benefits from a much longer life, 1,000 hours for the ProArt A1. The LEDs don't need a long warm-up or cool-down time, so the projector is snappy to turn on and off. It can also achieve 120 Hz at 1080p, which is very useful for reviewing high-speed video or 3D animation. Another great thing about LEDs is that, compared to lamp projectors, they do a much better job at maintaining brightness over time. This means that calibrated colors will stay true, so an accurate viewing experience will last. That's why we've calibrated every Projector A1 at the factory to achieve an out-of-the-box delta E of less than 2 in sRGB mode, a specification typically reserved for professional desktop monitors. Achieving color accuracy does sacrifice some brightness, but the ProArt A1 can still pump out 2,000 lumens, which is ample for grading content in any professional environment. A calibration report will also be included in every box, And we've even gone a step further to make this the world's first Kalman verified projector. So you can rest assured the colors are truly accurate. Okay, it's accurate. But what about gamut? Well, the A1 covers 98% of sRGB, which is perfect for most digital media and video. Asus ProArt preset allows quick switching between color modes to easily review different materials. A plethora of manual adjustments are also available to fine-tune color for less than optimal viewing environments. In terms of usability, the ProArt A1 supports streamlined wireless mirroring for Windows 10, Android, and iOS devices. For any creatives looking for a way to accurately display their work to a whole room, the ProArt Projector A1 is the solution. And in the spirit of lowering the barrier to entry for professional creative work, the A1's pricing will be well within the reach of established freelancers and small studios. From creation to consumption, from new beginners to seasoned pros, we hope you'll be pleased with these new additions to the ProArt lineup. Next, we have a new innovation designed to help boost workflow efficiency.
Keyboard, touchpad, and mouse might not always be the best ways to work. An analog experience can be more intuitive to make tweaks and adjustments for the final touch. Say you want to make adjustments with lightness level inside Photoshop or Lightroom. With keyboard and mouse, you might use shortcut keys with a slider clicked on by a mouse. Your eyes need to go back and forth between the slider, the number in the app, your hands on the keyboard and mouse, and the effects you're looking for. Or if you're editing a video and you need a fast scroll through and pinpoint at the exact frame of a video track, again, you need to use the mouse to click on the time bar and slide back and forth. And again, your eyes are busy looking at different places to make sure you're getting what you want. Asus Styled intends to simplify that experience with more efficiency, more precision, and more customized and tactile experience. Back in January, we already introduced Asus Control Panel and Asus Dial. Now we're adding them to our entire line of ProArt products as well. With Asus Control Panel, you can customize the type of nozzle, wheel, slider you need to get the job done. Whereas Asus Dial is a physical dial that controls the virtual UI right on your screen. For now, Asus Dial is optimized for 4 Adobe apps: Adobe Photoshop, Lightroom Classic, Premiere Pro, and After Effects. With Photoshop, you can modify the brushes and switch between layers. With Lightroom Classic, you can adjust the color balance and tone. With Premiere Pro, you can jog through scenes, quickly adjust audio tracks, and enjoy seamless video editing. With After Effects, you can navigate the timeline and zoom in. It's never been easier to add effects to make a great motion. We understand that every creative has a different approach and habits. You can customize the functionality you need in ProArt Creator Hub to make it truly yours. From laptops, mobile displays to the mouse, Asus Style works seamlessly across ProArt devices, so you can switch locations and what you use and still have a consistent control experience. With that in mind, we're very excited to share with you all that Adobe and Asus have partnered to bring you more opportunities, values in both creativity and productivity. Now let's see the features and products included in our mobile solution. Sasha?
Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in. Let me show you how we bring these new concepts and ideas to our laptops. Let's start with the StudioBook 16. As you can see, we're not just bringing the dial to our ProArt StudioBook series, we actually created our own custom dial mechanism and encoder to keep the StudioBook 16 this slim and allow for very precise adjustments with a satisfying tactile feedback. We also added a third mouse button, crucial for CAD applications to pan or rotate 3D objects. And the touchpad features an extra layer, which makes it MPP 2.0 compatible, so you can use it as a mini built-in drawing tablet with the Asus Pen. The StudioBook 16 OLED can be configured with up to an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070, while the StudioBook Pro 16 OLED comes with up to an NVIDIA RTX A5000 professional-grade GPU. Both of them are available with up to an AMD Ryzen 9, Intel Core i9, or even Intel Xeon. This gives you a surprisingly large number of combinations of CPUs and GPUs to choose from,